What's up, YouTube? Shamu Aquatics here, bringing you guys another video. First off, I'm going to tell you that I have changed my YouTube name a little bit. I've gone from Shamu Aquariums to Shamu Aquatics, and that's just simply because I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers' live streams, and a few of them, including Primetime Aquatics, and I forgot which of the other ones also called me that. But yeah, some other YouTubers would call me Shamu Aquatics when I'd comment on their live streams, and I like that name. So I stuck with it, and now I go by Shamu Aquatics. Now, the next part is a major update on the 240. And as you can see, my Roselines are kind of being douchebags. Now, that is because I added 5 more of these guys today. So I added 6 more last weekend, which were smaller than the ones I already had in here. And then today I added 5 more, and they are huge. This one right here that is being a douchebag, he used to be the largest in this tank. Not anymore, because all of the new ones I got today are bigger than him. And I guess that's making him feel insecure. But yeah, the new ones I got, I think the smallest of the new ones is like the same length as him, but a lot thicker. And then the rest get a little bit bigger than that. And it goes up in size as you go. But the one that he's chasing right now is about 5.5, maybe 6 inches, maybe like 5 3/4, I don't know. And then, where is it? I don't want to show you guys the biggest one yet. Wherever, is he hiding on the side? Oh yeah, they're still a little shy right now because, you know, these fish, you know how fish are. They get stressed out when you move them around. That one's about 6 inches long. And a couple of them do have a little bit of clouding in the eye, but that was probably from them freaking out as the guy was trying to catch them, or from when they were freaking out in the bag, because that's how these fish are. They're really like jumpy fish. But typically that stuff will be gone in a couple days or a few days if you keep your water quality good. But yeah, that's a 6 incher right there. Now let's look for the big guy. Oh, there he is. And of course my OG is chasing his ass. This big dude is easily 6.5 inches long, probably pushing 7 inches. That is a gigantic Roseline shark, aka Denison barb. And like I said, I got 5. These guys came in a group of 5, so that now brings my total in my 240-gallon tank up to 24 Roselines. That is a big super school of Roselines. I do think that's kind of too many in my personal opinion, but it's cool to have a nice big super school of 24 Roselines in my tank, including these little golden ones that are still doing great. But this brings me to an unpopular opinion on these fish. Most species profile videos and most articles you see about these fish will say that you should keep them in a 55 or 75-gallon tank that's like about 4 feet long. I personally think that's still too small for these fish. Like, come on, I mean, they like to be in groups of at least 6. They grow up to like 5 or 6 inches, with the exception of this big 7 incher here. And they need a lot of swimming room. They're really active fish. They are always on the move. And when they chase each other around, they're really fast. So one flick of the tail would get them from one end of a 4-foot tank to the other end, just like that. They are fast swimmers, they're very active, and they get decently big. Focus camera. And with how big these guys are, I cannot imagine them being cooped up in a tank that is half the length of this 8-foot, 240-gallon tank. I do really think that 55, 75 gallons is too small, or at least really pushing it. Now, what do I think the appropriate tank size for a good school of these fish would be? Well, I would say go for a 125, a 6-footer, or a 5-foot tank, because of the activity levels. Now keep in mind, 6 inches for a tropical fish, that's not that big, but with their activity level, you really want to have a 5 or 6 foot tank. Now, granted, I have a buddy who has Roseline sharks in a 75-gallon, but they're still little guys and he only has like 6 of them. So like if you really want to keep them in your 55 or 75-gallon tank, 75 is better, because a 55-gallon, I hate 55-gallon tanks. They're like only a foot front to back. But if you really want to keep these guys in your 4-foot tank, maybe just keep like 5 of them. But if you want to have like 10 or more, go for a 125 or bigger. But yeah, personally, I just think 55, 75-gallon tanks are way too small. Or like, not way too small, not terribly bad, but like I just think it's too small or really pushing the limit when it comes to these fish with their activity level and their size and their desire to be in schools. But yeah, that's all for today's video. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video after I get these close-up shots. Big 7-incher.